Have you ever been on a date so bad it actually changed your life? I have, and trust me, it's a story worth telling. It all started with this woman I met online. Let's call her Chloe. On paper, or rather, on screen, she was perfect. We had the same taste in movies, music, even obscure memes. Our chats were electric, and I was convinced I'd found someone special. So, I asked her out. I was so excited. I probably spent an hour picking out the right shirt. I got to the restaurant early, feeling a mix of nerves and pure optimism. When Chloe walked in, she looked just like her pictures, and I breathed a sigh of relief. The first 5 minutes were great. We laughed, we clicked, just like we did online. But then, the waiter came over. Chloe didn't even look up from her phone. She just snapped her fingers to get his attention and ordered without a please or thank you. It was jarring. I tried to brush it off. Maybe she was just having a bad moment. But the red flags just kept popping up. Her phone was practically glued to her hand. She was texting, scrolling through Instagram, and at one point even took a call. Our conversation, when it happened, was a monologue. She talked non-stop about her ex, how terrible he was, how he never appreciated her, how he still owed her money. It was like I was a therapist she wasn't paying. I learned more about her ex-boyfriend in 1 hour than I did about her. I was trying to figure out how to politely end the evening when she said, "Oh, there's that boutique I love just down the street. Let's go before it closes." Before I could even answer, she was already getting up. I thought, okay, a little window shopping. Maybe it'll lighten the mood. But it wasn't window shopping. She started grabbing things: a scarf, a handbag, a very expensive-looking jacket. She piled them all onto the counter. Then she turned to me, batted her eyelashes, and said, "Aren't you going to get these for me?" I was completely stunned. We were on a first date. I barely knew her. I just stood there for a second, speechless. I finally managed to say, "I'm sorry, I can't do that." Her face just dropped. The smile vanished, replaced by a cold glare. She mumbled something under her breath, put all the items back, and then said she had to go. She walked out of the store, and out of my life, without another word. I was left standing there, next to a pile of designer clothes, feeling totally bewildered. I paid for our half-eaten dinner and walked home, but instead of feeling angry or upset, I felt enlightened. That disastrous date taught me the most valuable dating lesson I've ever learned. It's not about what someone says about themselves. It's not about their perfect profile or their witty texts. It's about the small things. How do they treat the waiter? How do they talk about people who aren't in the room? Do they listen as much as they talk? That night, I realized that a person's character isn't in their grand gestures. It's in their everyday actions. It's in the please and thank yous, the eye contact, the genuine respect for others. Chloe showed me her true self, not in her profile bio, but in the way she snapped her fingers at a waiter and expected a near stranger to fund her shopping spree. So now, that's my #1 rule. Pay attention to the little things. They tell you everything you need to know. And, honestly, I have to thank Chloe for that. It was the worst date ever, but it led to the best dating advice I've ever received. What's the worst date you've ever been on? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. See you next time.